Welcome to an episode of Linux system programming in under 10 minutes. Today I want to show you how you can automate compiling a program with a Makefile. So therefore I have prepared a very simple example. So if we take a look here, we have two C files, a header file, and if we take a look at main.c, I'm including my lib.h, and I'm calling the function sayHello, which is implemented in my lib.c. So this function just prints out hello, and my lib.h is just a header file which I need to have this sayHello function available. Okay, so how can I compile this program by using the GNU compiler collection? Well, I just invoke the GCC frontend, then I'm passing my source files, which are mylib.c, main.c, and then I'm specifying the output file I want to have, and here I want to have an output file I will name hello. So let's compile it. Now the program is compiled. I have this elf file with the name hello here, and of course I can execute it and the program will say hello. Okay, but sometimes, for example, if I want to zip my code and I don't want to have the executable in here, I would have to delete this elf file, and the way I can delete this by using rm hello, and then I only have my source and header files available again. Okay, so this is a very simple example for compiling a program, and in this project I only have 3 files, so this is also not so much, but even for this simple example I would always have to remember my GCC call, which isn't so hard, and I also have to remember this command here to remove the file. But if the program gets more complicated, maybe I have more than just one build step, things will become complicated and you don't want to invoke every command from the command line. So what can we do about this? Well, we can write a Makefile, and now I want to show you how this can be done. So let's create a Makefile, and when you're creating a Makefile, make sure you give it the name Makefile. It doesn't matter if you have a uppercase or a lowercase m at the start. Okay, and a Makefile consists of the following. It consists of targets. Targets can have dependencies. We'll talk about dependencies in the later videos. And then under each target you have to specify the build steps. So the first target I will name all. And as this is the first target, if I just running make from the command line, this target will be executed. And in here I'm writing the command for building my application. So I'm once again compiling mylib.c and main.c into the elf file hello. And then I will create a second target to clean my project, or in this case just to remove the elf file. This target I will name clean, and here I will just execute the rm -f hello, so this will delete the build file. And one important thing to notice is if you're creating a target, don't forget this colon here. So this colon here makes it a target. You can see if I'm removing the colon, no, not here. Okay, now this isn't highlighted or recognized as a target by my text editor any longer, so only with the column it's becoming a target. Okay, so now how can I build it? Well, I can just write make, and this will invoke the first target, so it will call this here. And now I also have my hello elf file available, and I can run it. And if I want to clean it, I can run make clean. This will invoke the clean target we have specified. So this will just remove the elf file. Or I can also invoke it directly by running make all. So this will also invoke the first target and will build the application. And for showing you that really the first target is always executed, let me delete this and paste the clean target as the first target. And now if I just running make, you can see now the clean target is invoked because it's the first target. But yeah, I prefer to have my build target to be the first target and not the clean target. Okay, cool. So that's how to automate the compilation process with a very simple Makefile. In the next video of the series, we will take a look at how to use dependencies within a Makefile. So that's for today. I hope you've enjoyed the video and learned something. In case you want to support my work, you can buy me a coffee at buymeacoffee.com/honestforlinux. So thanks for watching and goodbye.